Morning, June 1st, day 16, sweet 16. Boy, I'm gonna run out of fingers and toes to count on soon. Well, just leaving my Cedar Swamp motel and continuing with my trek here. I cleaned up, I did some supplies, and had a nice complimentary breakfast this morning. I had the gluten-free pumpernickel bread toasted with a avocado spread on it. Delicious. And yeah, and then I woke up. Another swamp day, so I'm not going to spend too much time here talking. You can see they're attacking me already here. And no big plans. I'm feeling good, cleaned up, refreshed. I had a facial when I was there, and a mani and a pedi, so good to go. Let's let me deal with the mosquitoes. See you in a bit. Remember that scene in Lord of the Rings, and a little dwarf standing at the forest, and he goes, "What kind of madness drove him into that effing forest?" Yeah, I'm having one of them moments. Wow, they're thick. And I guess with all my bathing yesterday, I'm tenderized. You know, I've been complaining about the swamps, but really my hat off to the people of the Bruce Trail. Some of the swamp sections are some of the best maintained, believe it or not. And they're cool, and the diversity is unreal, and snakes and critters of all manner. And they put up placards and signs to educate you, but boy, in the height of bug season, you really got to brush up on your speed reading, let me tell you. But it's all part of the adventure, just like that motel last night. Okay, a little bit of a road walk, which believe it or not ends up being a respite from the bugs. So see you in a bit. It's in the Silver Creek area. Boy, this boardwalk just goes on and on and on. I don't know how many board feet there is here of lumber, but wow, I hope they got a donation from somebody, because there's 1,000 pounds of nails here. But definitely cool. People should get out and see this. It's a little bit of noise in the traffic to the side here, but I'm going to get deeper and deeper. You get to learn the little symbol. I love maps, and I have old maps and stuff, and you get to know the symbol for swamp. So mentally and physically you prepare yourself when you look down on your map and you see those little squiggly lines. Anyways, I'll let you go. Unfortunately, I have a full bladder of water, so, but nothing says I can't splash my face out. Wow. Refreshing. Gorgeous. This is perfume of the north. This is a scented lavender oil thing that you would put a few drops on a candle clay thing to freshen up your room. And I kept the bottle because it's glass, it's heavy, but it's perfect. It dispenses in drops, and I take a little deep with us. Okay, I got a SWAT one. Okay, I got him. Anyways, I thought I'd show you that, and then I keep it in a little baggie so it doesn't make a mess. But we're not allowed to have 100% DEET up here. Okay, now I got to get over a stump. Later. There's some good water after leaving the Cedar Swamp Hotel there. I filled up my bladder before we left, but yeah, you could do fine. This is the second good source I found in the morning. So that fungus growing on that log there, it doesn't even look natural. It's like it belongs on a construction sign or something. That's cool. Coming up to my road walk, so I have a little break from the bugs for a second. If you noticed, I've been wearing a head bug net type thing. And the way I use it is a baseball cap, which is soaked right now. And the one I got has like a long cord on it. And I think the idea was to keep it under your shoulder. It keeps it... no way. I keep it in my pocket handy. And when I get into sections that are like really buggy, I'll throw it on. Because if you try to wear this thing all the time, it is so hot and you know you can't breathe, and it's really not worth it. And they really go for your face. Your legs are kind of moving, your arms, you know, are moving if you have a trekking pole. So your face is number one target area, so to speak. So that's how I address that. And I have a bandana handy. It used to be a bandana, now it's a ShamWow or something. I had a bandana and they had like rayon or something in it, which doesn't absorb water, which is silly. So I just cut up one of them dollar store ShamWow type cloths, and that I can wipe my face down or you know, whatever, if I take a little sponge bath in a creek as I go by, because the temperatures are hot. And yeah, that's how I take care of that. And you just gotta kind of suck it up. I'm just approaching Silver Creek Conservation Area, so time to take a picture, I guess. Smile. I've been seeing these marked everywhere. I don't know if it's a disclaimer. I'm not sure if it's Zuckerberg syndrome but they've been doing some type of surveys, and I don't know if these are like trail cameras. Oh, here's a trail counter, CVC camera, and your image is not being captured. Oh, okay. So they're just doing a head count. Okay, let's go check the park out. A lot of times I'm filming and it's smooth but this is actually more typical of what you run into. It's a rocky trail. There's you know, every so often you get like a runway and you can really give her, but this is what you have to deal with most of the time, I would say. So these trekking poles are great for the uphills, and I just kind of use them as a a tripod to negotiate this escarpment trail, I guess. Yeah, when it gets wet, yeah, it's slippery. So you have to judge how many kilometers you're gonna do a day here. It's not black and white. Okay. I don't know if you're a member of the Bruce Trail, whether that kind of gives you the permit or not. I'm not sure. We'll see. Hopefully somebody will come bail me out. The place is called Terra. I'm starting to catch on. Well, I'll be darned. This was, I think, maybe the third site I've seen. But good thing to keep in mind. We'll see what Terra like, the little village. This might be good, actually. Keep it in mind. I'm in the Terra district. I just met a group of people, and they were marking trees, and they were marking ash trees. And I guess there's an infestation of a beetle. And I've been noticing this beetle everywhere, and it's green, and it's just the most beautiful colors, and it looked like a fancy fish lure or something like that. But apparently they're just brutal infestation, and it's unfortunate because the ash is one of my favorite woods, as being an old carpenter. Okay, I'm back in my my enchanted forest again. Every so often I run into these and I get such a kick out of it. I just had my heart restarted. One of those rough grouse or spruce grouse jumped up on the trail and took my nose off almost. After cleaning doing laundry last night. Oh well. Later. Found a nice creek back there, and by the time you filter water and stuff, they had a little boardwalk crossing, so they're perfect little spots. I sit down, and it turned into a a little rest, right? So, and it's refreshing, and it's pretty, and I tanked up. I did some mixed drink. I filled my bladder completely, 2 liters. So I got a big pack of food from yesterday's resupply and 2 liters of water. So I've really maxed out here. But you know what? It's in the afternoon. The sun is high and it's hot, and I smashed some miles this morning, I tell you. And that's okay. Now I'm just going to find this easy pace that doesn't get me eaten alive by mosquitoes, and I have lots of water. That's the only thing with the bladder is you never know how much water supply you have, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your character, if it's half full or half empty. But yeah, it'd be nice if there was like a warning that yeah, you're down to half a liter. That would be perfect. Piles of sawdust and the clearing they've done here. boy, that beetle, which I thought was beautiful, is just decimating some of these forests here in the Terra Cotta region. I don't know what they do by killing the tree. I don't know if they're taking the food source away. Something caught my eye there. I didn't know what that was. But yeah, you can see how thin it is here. I don't know how they do the recovery, but interesting what's going on. Somebody actually let us use their driveway to their house to access the Bruce Trail. Now, how civilized is that? Good karma on this guy. Mr. Recklebroom. Oh, Mr. Recklebroom. If he ever comes in, you know what I mean? Lower his taxes a bit, give him a little extra French fries, bigger piece of chicken, you know? Pay it back to this guy. Okay, thanks. I just passed Mississauga Road, and boy, countryside just opened up in front of me. I've been in a swamp and mature forests for days now, and then all of a sudden it just boom in a valley, and it's rather liberating. I feel good, although that sun is just beating down on me, I tell you. But what the hell? It's a little bit of a breeze. I don't have to wave my hat at the bugs, so yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the moment. Spirit Tree Estate Cidery, Caledon, Ontario. I didn't even know there was such thing as a cidery. Look at that. A whole bunch of apple trees. Pretty cool. Although hot cider right now. Yeah. Pass. So I finally there were so many people here. I went in for a peek, and they have a place to sit down, and they had cold cider beer and the draft. They have like sausages and cheeses and slices of pizza. I got sucked into the vortex, so I had a good day, so I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'll show you when it comes. What I love about the trail is the pleasant surprises. Margarita pizza. It's a cider draft drink, cold. It's a little bit alcoholic, but I don't mind. And a big old glass of cold water. If you're hiking the Bruce and you get to this point, jump off. It'll make your day. Nature always provides. That was just a good old treat. But I've forgotten about all the miseries of this morning. I'm going to continue here. I'm going to consider that supper. I'm going to go a ways more, and yeah, no real plans. I guess I'm heading towards the Forks of the Credit, so see you in a bit. So, I'm at the winery, and I guess they had a little sit-down place and a bar or whatnot. And I grabbed a pizza and cold cider and drink, and two really nice looking ladies come up and start chatting me up. So right away I'm suspicious. because this is the look I have happening here, okay? Check it out, guys. Yeah. That's what I have happening. My glasses are so dirty from a combination of squashed bugs, mosquito dope, suntan lotion. So I'm really suspicious. So it ends up that they were asking me questions about the trail, and the big concern, like everybody, is where do you stay at night? So I gave him you know, the best advice I could, but goes to show you. I got to get out of the way of these cars. I don't want to get killed while I'm laughing. I want to die with a smile on my face. But anyways, it's a shout out to the girls. One of them had the most beautiful eyes. The girl from Woman on a Train or Sunshine Cleaning, you have the exact same eyes, just to let you know. I clean up rather nicely too, so bye-bye now. Well, just finished my road walk. That was kind of a bizarre, fun day. Went from living in a swamp like Shrek to having drinks and pizza and cider, cold cider, and chatting to ladies in a cidery. Yeah, good day, but long and hot. I'm sweating. I sweated my cider obviously out. The next decent place that comes up, I'm gonna grab it. I think that I had just a super day, both physically and mentally, so I'm ready to call it. So till I set up camp, ciao. Well, I didn't go too much further, but there's swamps here and there, so it's gonna be buggy, but I was just too tired, and I just found a mature forest, and there's a bit of a breeze, so I set up a quick lean-to just in case. I haven't had a weather report in a while, and then I just set up a bug net in my bivvy. It looks like there's little trails all over the place, so hopefully I won't get run into on the weekend by some cross-country bike or something. But it had a perfect stone here so that I can have my dinner or something, but whatever I do is gonna be quick because they're pretty thick. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.